Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. Today we are getting out to the oil field for the very first time. We have laid track, we have set up trains for the track for our whole process out here at the oil field, or at least everything. I think there's a wood product that has to go out there. Not sure what that is, but that all gets done with the Heisler at this point. Just trying to kind of finish getting through to some products with the trains that we have. We brought Betsy out of retirement and put some of the original flat cars on her for the pipe over here. The hope is that Betty can handle hauling loads of pipe over to the oil field. We have the Cook Mogul doing the excuse me, box cars. And the thing with these box cars, I'll tell you, is you see it up there in the upper left corner is the 32. These things hold 32 boxes, 16 by 2 and 2 high. So I went ahead and loaded these first ones because it takes a fair amount of time loading 32 crates into each one of these. You only get one crane out here, so that was a bit of a disappointment. But I guess, you know, who knows, maybe it's all in the payoff. These maybe are big ticket items. So as you can see, we do have 3 full cars, which we got kind of lucky there with they hold 32. We produce 100 when this is full, so we're getting almost the whole load out of there. I don't really know what the oil field takes. I honestly didn't look at all. I saw that it takes tools, pipe, and one of the woods out there, I think, but that could be wrong too. So we'll have to figure out the last load. I do have a plan here for the 2, so we'll just have to see what we see. Alright, we got some wood. So let's head on out of the station, and hopefully the track all works out right and we don't have any problems. Everything up here is really flat. I was pretty happy with. Got to lay this groundwork in here so low you can barely even see it in the grass. So that was kind of fun. Nice opportunity to keep it low and flat. I don't even know if you would need it out here. You could maybe lay track without groundwork. I haven't tried that at all at this point. And I have not re-walked over this track or anything else. So hopefully everything works out nice. I like the way the tracks look out here with the nice clearings and whatnot so far. So that's all been cool. I did kind of lay in for everything out here at the oil field. I have no idea that any of it's going to work. It all might get changed, but I just wanted to lay in something that I thought would work, at least to start. So we'll have to see. Could be big changes out here, who knows. It's fairly little trains we're intending to work more with out here, so we haven't finished or capped off any of our switches with the stone work like we like to do or anything. Here we are out at the oil field, yet we haven't done much out here, just roughed in the track. So this is the oil field, which we'll go ahead and hop out and take a look around. So as you can see, the derricks are pumping oil. No gushers currently, it looks like, but don't think we can get it. Oh, you can hear the crude bubbling. Oh, can't go up the ladder. That's a disappointment. Don't like ladders you can't go up. If you can't go up it, it shouldn't be there. Just my opinion. Alright, so we do have quite a few derricks. Looks like a producing oil field. The bubbling sound is great. Alright, big pipe, big tub. Danger, keep lights and fire away. Well, our train goes right here and it's got fire on it. So, or in it. It's gonna be difficult to do. You know, maybe you should have put this further away. And then we have the oil spout delivery here. Danger, keep, what is that? Fire. Keep fire away. Yeah, well, again, we're bringing the train right in here, so that's sort of impossible. Okay, where are we at here? How many can we get on the dock? One, probably two, so let's go ahead and just unload this first one and see where we're at. Of course, we're at some really oddball money number. 2,476. Looked like it was 30 a piece. So if it's 30 a piece and we have 32, it's going to be 960. Oh, so that's going to be big money for us. That's going to be a huge money. Of course, these things are not easy to get. I mean, the ironworks takes a fair amount of trips to load that up. But all right, that's a payday. So ching ching. Nice. That's an upgrade in our pay for sure. I mean, I like the coal because we can make 1,000 on a load pretty easy, but this is going to be almost 3,000 in one load. So this is our new cash load. That's a good sign then for things to come. It should be good enough to get them both. That bubbling crude is great. Alright, so boom and boom, and we just watch the money roll in. There we go. Oh, there they are too. Right there, getting stacked up. Alright, what do you know? How many does this hold? Shoot, we didn't even look. Okay. Sweet, at least we get them all on there, so yeah, we'll have plenty of space. 96, we are going to be almost full though, so okay, so it's a straight transfer from what's over there to what's here. And no way to do an even 100, so that's about as good as we're going to get. Alright, take that. Box cars are emptied out. Box car away. Alright, open the door. Let's get in and gas it. Well, that's gonna be nice. So that's a nice little quick trip. Boom, boom, boom. Don't really need the caboose for this trip. Maybe even just tie those. I wonder, depending on weight, if we could get away with just tying those flat cars onto this one, and maybe we don't even need a different train out here. This might be able to just do. Oh shoot! We should have looked how many pipes. Didn't look. Darn it. How many pipes we need. out here. We might even be able to run this a little better. Just dump the caboose and throw the flat cars on here and do tools and pipes all at the same time. Pipe in one hand, tools in the other, you know? And get it all done in one trip. Yeah, it's probably a little better plan. I mean, these cars, everything's flat out here. I gotta imagine Cookie can pull. I mean, Monster here should have no problem pulling 4 cars of pipes behind this. I mean, it's toting this out really pretty easy, so... How did we do this up here? We should have put... We probably should have put a cross on, or a crossover track in here instead of a loop. That's such as we did. Alright, that should come to a stop. I don't really care though either. I like having the different trains for different stuff. It's fun to jump back and forth, but then at the end of the day you end up running enough loads of stuff that just getting it done efficiently is a thing too. So this probably will just get tied into one train now that I'm thinking about it. But then we had to get the cars out here anyway, so Betty will probably find herself back in retirement now that I'm thinking about it. We could put Cook in here, turn around and space them like every other car or something, and then just pick them all up at the same time. I wonder how many pipes we need out there for a full load. We'll have to check that. And see, we might be able to pick up a few more cars. I mean, now we definitely are making a little more money. I mean, we can... Oh. Oh, did we get it stopped? I think we did. Oh, that was a close call that we didn't even need to slam on the brakes for. Oh my. Alright. I bet you the track switch that I'm thinking about is up here. That's gotta get flipped. I guess we didn't need to worry about that one. So, whew. But, there you go. Credit to Cook Mogul. Stops pretty good. Probably broke some links. Doesn't do the cars very much good, but who knows. I have heard that they had an update, or one of the updates made the links harder to break, so hopefully that's a fact, and we didn't just break everything by slamming it into emergency reverse for no reason at all. But I get jumpy about those switches sometimes. Too many times I've just run into those for no good reason. I wish the post signs were a little bit bigger. Sometimes they just get caught into the distance just enough. They're pretty hard to see until you get up on them. So, yet another reason I do not mind running a little smaller trains. Those big ones up in the mountains are great because they're necessary and you have to do them, but they're at a certain point too. It's just kind of easier and less of a headache, I guess, to run a little smaller locomotive. And this one definitely does that whole trip in one pop, so we don't have to worry about anything there. The thing is, we're going to end up probably having to do, I don't think, now that I'm looking at the situation, we probably do not have enough pipe cars. So who knows? I guess it's going to depend on what those haul. They only haul 6 logs, and that's the only thing I've had on them. So if they only hold 6 pipes, then, you know, I don't know, that could be a lot of trips if it's only 24 a pop, and we only have one real turnaround over here. So we're gonna have to put in like a proper train siding or something just to get to be able to run these two. If we have 2 trains out here, or if we only have 1 train out here, we can loopy this thing around as many times as we feel like it. But with 2 trains out here, we're kind of stuck. So, yeah, I mean, this first load we will run with Betsy because she is here, but we may very well just be dropping her off, and we're dropping these cars off. Alright, remember how we duck down, boom boom, probably didn't need that much wood. Get the brake off, jump in here, let's edge her up the track. Yeah, we probably should have just dropped these cars and let Cookie take them. But I also kind of want to get Betty and Eureka back out on the rails somewhere. I mean, Eureka we've had parked in storage almost since the beginning, and Betty here has now been parked for quite a while. So alright, right there is even with the docks. We may end up in a case where Eureka takes those 3 box cars and the caboose from Monster, and we will run Monster with the oiler or something. I don't know. I'm assuming oil cars are pretty heavy. I guess we still have oil cars and I'm assuming some finished oil product barrels or something, I would assume, to deliver at the end of the day too. So we do still have a couple more. So if we condense these down to 1 train, that actually probably helps our overall plan. Alright, so we had 100 of these in here. Okay, so it's gonna probably haul more than 6. These are a little smaller than the wood. I'm sure there's a joke in there, but I'll avoid that for now. Alright. Geez, the loading time. Hopefully these are a little pricier of a drop, because the logs aren't cool. But these are steel pipe, right? So you should get paid decent for steel pipe. So 4, 3, 7. When are we gonna get on here? 7, or I wonder if we go higher yet even. Alright, let's just do 1 and see if it wastes it or what happens. Oh, we already got 1 up there. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Alright. So we go all the way up then, or wait, oh shoot. Upper left corner, it says 8 out of 9. So we can get 9 on there. I never look at that load thing. Never at all. It's got the weight and the amount, and shoot, I just wasted 1. Put it back. Put it back. I meant to do this one. Put it back. Darn it. Well, there's 1 pipe given back to the homies. Alright. Alright, so here we go. I wonder how heavy this gets. If we did go get like the smallest locomotive we have to pull our new load with, so that may not have been the best plan. Oh, come on. Now you know that's too far and it's not going to drop. Just back up. Boy, I'll tell you what, it's acting like it's heavy. And there's only 2 cars. Tell me that's good enough to get them. And you're not going to be that picky. Thank you. Alright. So 36 pipes for delivery. So we got at least one more on here. 45. Then we're running about the same rate as tools. So if we do 5 of these and we break this train up somehow and put 1 box car in between each one, and that'll space out the train a little better, and we can just go every other car. Of course, then that's probably going to make loading a pain because you can't really load every other car. So we just we pick up 1 more of these, drop it on the back, or we just put a bunch of sidings out here for different trains. I mean, originally the idea was to have a different train for every product. Every train has its own, or every industry would have the amount of trains it needs to have 1 train for each cargo. That was my original idea. But then that means we gotta have 3 trains parked out here. Of course, in the event that the tech tree comes out, when that comes out, we have a heck of a lot more locomotives to choose from. That's not going to be a problem because you're going to have to find work for them all anyway. So maybe we'll try to hold off on picking up too many locomotives so we don't just end up with duplicates of everything. Though there are different options to be had for the locomotives that we do have. So going forward, we'll have to take a look into all that now that we're actually, you know, maybe able to make some money. Alright, brake off, power on. That's not great. What? Okay, well now that we're moving, we don't want to stop because that took enough just to get moving, but we got to get up here and flip this switch. I think this is the only one we have to flip. The other one, theoretically, we should be able to come back on it. No problem. So if we flip that one, should be green. That's a cool looking little train right there. Black Betty with the load of pipe. There we go. Haul in pipe to the oil field. Kind of looking forward to getting into some of these. So that's definitely a heavy load for this train. I mean, you know, like I said, I had to do the math on these loads. Never had that big an interest in being stringent about all that, but it's definitely working, right? You can tell there. So that's all right. That's what we wanted, and it looks decent. Important there. Maybe we'll throw another caboose on it or something. No, I don't know that it needs the weight. Especially if we have to add 1 more car. Then we might just put in some sidings out here and keep the trains out here. Kind of liking this train. It's industrial. It's a short little run between the ironworks and the oil field, and it seems like something that would have been real, like little locomotive doing a close-in job like this. So I think we might just stick with this whole deal. Have to come in here yet and pull out some of these trees so we can get a better view. Right now our oil field is in the middle of a forest, and you don't see too many of those. So we will be changing up a few things, I'm sure. Could put in some sort of yard out here and make it look industrial, city-like or something. Be kind of cool. Don't think it probably would have been too uncommon to see a train or two parked around the oil field back in the day. So this is really flat ground out here, so we could do probably some cool stuff, and maybe just straight up park some trains in and amongst the derricks for some cool looks. I did always like this engine, the Porter Type 2, the little black one is a nice looking little locomotive. Was a shame to put that one away, but just is not, you know, the up and the downhill is not for it. So I figure out here where it's nice and flat should be get an opportunity to use it at least some. So oil cars, I'm assuming, are going to be too heavy for it, but you know, I don't know that either. Well, I guess we can park one car. We could just park one right there. It's not like we're going to have two oil trains out here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe we do end up with two oil trains out here. I just noticed you could load from both sides, so I went ahead and laid in track for both sides. But that's two train sidings. Now that I'm thinking about it, just as easy as it's... yeah, this is heavy. Holy, wow. That's all the brakes we got. And we just blew, yeah, we just blew by. I don't even think we got one. I don't think we're going to drop that there. I don't know if it works or if it doesn't work, but I want them closer back to the pipe. So, you know, first load, I don't want to screw this up. Anyway, so reverser. Oh, now we're going to have to turn the brake off and see if we can get this big mama moving. This is not a light train, apparently. So I guess it's kind of good we didn't go too crazy with, you know, 100 cars or nothing, or 10 cars, because we are not equipped for that with this little train. Alright, let's see now. Shoot, we should have been further back than that, but whatever. This gives us a chance. Oh, it's only 30. It's only 30 pipe. Oh, so we can only even do 3. We can't even do... And what do you need? Of course, you want beams. Beams are a favorite because those are 3 a car. Oh, so we can't even unload what we got? Oh, we didn't see how much that paid us either. I know we're up a lot of money though. Holy handy. If we've already made like $3,000 or something dropping this stuff off. What the hey? Can we just back up right through the brake? Hey, that'd be cool if we can. Yeah, we can. It's going to be a little on the slow side, though. Alright, so let's try to get at least 2 in this drop. So, there. Now stop. Oh, this thing is heavier than we think. That's for sure. Wow. Alright. So let's see what we get paid now. 16. Oh, 40 a piece. Alright. Oh, we can't drop. I was going to say, do we dare drop that one? But we can't drop that one because if we do, we're going to run over on our stock. So there we go. We have made a lot of money. Yeah. Good deal. All right. So, well, there's our tools and there's our pipes. Pipes and tools all dropped off to the oil field. Still not making any oil because now we need beams out here. So we'll get some of those out here and get the oil production going. And we're going to have to take these back to where we got them because we don't need them. So there we go. Huh. Start to the oil field. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.